When looking back on the year that's been,
He kind of needs some help.
many might agree it has been an uphill climb the likes of which few have seen before.
Everyone knows that this year has derailed most of modern society.
Like this.
At ages 2 and 7, Chad Wittenmeyer's kids cannot fully understand the moments of struggle their father and family have endured over the last 8 months.
Some of them were very scary. We definitely had the, what are we gonna do for money?
In March, Chad got COVID. He lost some motor function, then his job, then his family's insurance.
You go down this black hole that you just can't get out of.
As a man who had prided himself on being his family's breadwinner for more than 2 decades,
It's one of the worst feelings I've had about myself in my entire life.
it left him paralyzed.
It feels as though you just can't provide any worth to anyone around you.
Carl Worden was also one of the many feeling that paralysis this year, left alone in a hospital bed as the virus took over.
I went to hospital June 27th, and I've been in hospitals since.
Until that day, he was leading a perfectly healthy, happy life, not a single underlying condition.
And I think a lot of people think if they get sick with COVID, they'll just be in the hospital for a few days, and then they can go home. But that's not how it works.
But for weeks, he slipped in and out of consciousness. After 4 months, his lungs had finally failed him.
Because of the COVID, there was a lot of fibrosis in my lungs. And it just kept getting worse.
Like so many of us, 2020 have dealt this 57-year-old a devastating blow. The only way to save Carl's life, a double lung transplant.
They cut me open, and then they cut my rib cage in half.
You're doing good.
Much like COVID, he doesn't know where those donated lungs came from. But no longer paralyzed by fear, Carl is thankful to still be here.
And I want people to realize that there's people that are perfectly healthy, like I was, that go from being perfectly healthy to having a double lung transplant.
As the pandemic left Carl Worden asleep in a hospital bed, a cell phone video woke America up to another virus infecting the country.
We need to have a conversation about your racism, about your bigotry, about your hate.
This virus inflicted a different kind of pain.
This was a protracted, lengthened out murder. It was as cold-hearted as I've seen.
As Pastor Miles McPherson watched the 8-minute video, he saw the dehumanization of both a man and race.
The symbolism of how he killed George Floyd, the way I received it was, you are nothing and there's nothing you can do about it.
McPherson's father was a police officer, and his son is one today.
You don't want to lump everybody into one basket, but you do want to acknowledge that people do things that are wrong.
I was extremely hurt. It became real to me.
For many, the pain was a reminder of our shared humanity.
There are a lot more people saying we have to do something. What that is, a lot of people don't know, but it's something. And that's the beginning of change.
Change can be scary.
We built a climbing wall. That was the first video that we did.
For Chad, he became a stay-at-home dad, investing in a camera to capture the daily adventures with his kids.
They're the good parts of the days.
Days that Carl Worden has been given more of thanks to a stranger's kindness.
I'm thankful every day.
Every day, a chance for this country to heal its divides.
I feel like awareness has grown. I feel like unity has grown.
In a year that has left us all paralyzed in so many different ways,
there are still reasons to keep moving forward, to put one foot in front of the other,
and work towards a better tomorrow.